And it is now my distinct pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker this morning, Dr. Kiki Baker-Barnes. Dr. Baker-Barnes is the commissioner of the Gulf Coast Athletic Conference, a 10-member conference of historically Black colleges and universities. She holds both a bachelor's degree and a doctorate from UNO. She was also a standout basketball player and record-setting triple jumper for the Privateers. In 2022, Dr. Baker-Barnes became the first African-American woman commissioner in the history of the GCAC and in any conference in the history of the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics, an association founded in 1937 that includes more than 250 member institutions. Prior to her current position, Dr. Baker-Barnes spent 9 years as president of the GCAC. For 16 years, she was director of athletics at Dillard University, where she oversaw significant achievements, including national and conference titles, the establishment of new sports teams, and the creation of the university's first endowed athletic scholarship and Sports Hall of Fame. A native of Minden, Louisiana, she has received recognition and won awards, such as the Nell Jackson Nike Executive of the Year and the NACDA Under Armour Athletic Director of the Year. She is actively involved in community service, serving on boards and committees related to sports and athletic administration. And it is now my pleasure to invite Dr. Kiki Baker-Barnes to deliver the class of 2024 commencement address.
Well, good morning. The mic is definitely on. Shout out to the student athletes. Yes! All right, I'll get to the speech now. President Johnson, honored members of the board, respected faculty and staff, proud family and friends, and above all, the graduating class of 2024. It is an incredible privilege to share this momentous day with you, as well as with my daughter, Caitlin Barnes, who will receive her MBA today. Wave your hand, Caitlin. So the question I often hear from students and professionals is, how do you know what to do? Which decision to make? Which road to take? Now, truth be told, I didn't always know. Reflecting on this brought me back to my own graduation 27 years ago in May of 1997. I was sitting right where you are, where you sit today. I was equally excited and uncertain about the future. You see, I had been presented with the opportunity of a lifetime. An opportunity that taught me invaluable lessons that I believe will be very helpful as you prepare for this next season of transition. So what was the opportunity, you ask? I'm very glad you asked. My coach had called me to the office, and he shared that he had mailed out some of the game film from some of our games to some scouts. And I was being offered an opportunity to attend a tryout for the WNBA. Yeah, oh yeah, opportunity of a lifetime. He said there are 2 teams who have shown interest. You get to choose which one, Houston or Charlotte. Now, I was super excited. You see, when I graduated in 1993, a professional women's basketball league in the United States, it did not exist. If you wanted to play professional women's basketball, your only option was to go overseas. The highest level of women's basketball you could play in the United States in 1993 was NCAA Division I basketball. Throughout high school, I excelled in both basketball and track, earning several scholarship offers for each. After much deliberation, I chose basketball. Captivated by the thrilling roar of the crowd and the sight of my family and friends proudly donning shirts with number 22 on them, with my name too, it dawned on me that if my family couldn't witness my games, the prospect of playing overseas kind of lost its appeal. In addition, all of the popular technologies that allow us now to connect and compete in a global economy, like the internet, email, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, video streaming, hey mom and daddy, I know y'all watching, unlimited minutes and data plans on cell phones, FaceTime, and other technological advancements did not exist. You know what did exist around back then though? The Oprah Show. That show inspired me to aim for a degree in communications, hoping that one day I would be a TV host. I viewed basketball as a means to an end, a way to secure my education. As someone who always strives for excellence, I was determined to compete at the highest level possible in the United States. As a result, my focus was on competing at an NCAA Division I school. The process for me was just a little bit different. It required an extra step. So I actually attended a junior college for my first 2 years. I thought it would give me an opportunity to develop my athletic skills. So I accepted this scholarship to a junior college. Now, it was here, and I need you to pay attention when I say this, it was here that my new coach proposed a change that would define my future, shifting from shooting guard to point guard. Now, coaches and people who play basketball will understand that that is a very significant shift. Now, it wasn't just a change in position. It was a transformation in role and mindset. 5'8" and 130 pounds was considered small for a shooting guard. So my coach says to me, he says, with your height and speed at the point guard position, you would be a triple threat. Now that's what he said. You want to know my response? Coach, you do know I was the state champion in the triple jump. I'm already a triple threat. Now, I said that to myself in my head, because see, back then, you didn't dare disagree with your coach. As far as I was concerned, a professional basketball league for women in the United States did not exist. My goal was to play NCAA Division I, and since I had already turned down some of those opportunities in high school to go to some Division Is because I wanted to develop a little bit more, then I felt comfortable and confident in the position that I had already that he recruited me for. I was a good shooting guard. Now, initially, I resisted. This change felt like a setup for failure. Handling the ball under pressure, that wasn't my strength. And indeed, I struggled. For 2 months, Coach kept putting me in position to develop my ball handling skills and decision-making skills, and I was failing miserably. A recurring refrain kept playing over and over in my mind. Every time he challenged me, here's what I said in my mind. I don't even see why he's making me do all this. It's not like they have a professional basketball league in the United States. Eventually, Coach got tired of my attitude. He just got tired. He moved me back to the shooting guard position. Now, I can tell you my productivity increased, and so did our relationship. The drills he added to my workouts did help me become a better ball handler. I even made the all-conference team and was selected to participate in an all-star game. I ultimately achieved both goals I had set for myself. I left the junior college with an associate's degree in communications, and I was set to join the University of New Orleans Buckets. Now, I know people don't remember the Buckets, but we were the Buckets first before we were the Lady Privateers. And I was going to play my final 2 years at the NCAA Division I level. Now, I chose UNO for some specific reasons. There were two. One, they allowed me to do both track. I wanted to run track again and see if I still had it, and I could do basketball. Also at the time, our program was in the Sun Belt Conference, and in the Sun Belt Conference was Louisiana Tech, who was ranked one of the top 5 programs in the country. And where I'm from, Minden, Louisiana, is like 30 minutes from La Tech, and y'all know they didn't send me a recruiting letter, so I felt some kind of way about that coming out of high school. So I was like, well, I would love to go to a school where I get to compete against them. They had overlooked me, and I felt like, this is definitely the place to see if I'm as good as I believe I am. Now, I had 3 goals. That first one was to beat La Tech. And we did, shout out to my teammates, on January 11th, 1997, 66-63. It is the highest win over a ranked opponent in Lady Privateer history. The second goal I had was to jump 40 feet in the triple jump, and I did. On April 20th, 1996, at the LSU Gold Alumni Meet, setting UNO women's triple jump record that still exists today. The third was to graduate in 4 years, and on May 22nd, I did. All of that hard work had paid off, and now the opportunity of a lifetime was staring me right in the face. What would I do? My choices were Houston or Charlotte. Now it was a no-brainer. Houston was the place where my family and friends could travel to see me play. The opportunity that did not exist was now a reality. Now, I showed up ready to compete with my improved ball handling skills and elite athletic ability. I had proven that I could compete with the best. There were about 50 to 100 players, all vying for a couple of spots. I was confident that I could compete and get the job done. I made it through the first round of cuts. It felt good. I was playing some of my best ball, crossing people over. Yeah, because I was a better ball handler. I made it to the second round, and unfortunately, I was cut. I was devastated. The following week, I went back to Coach, and I said, hey, Coach, did you get any feedback from the scouts? And I'm sharing with him that I was playing, I felt like I had played the best ball of my life, and I just couldn't really understand why I got cut. And so in my follow-up conversation with Coach, he said to me this. He said, they thought you were extremely quick and athletic for a shooting guard, but they were looking for a point guard. As we gather here today to celebrate your achievements and we look ahead to the future, let us hold tightly to 3 pivotal lessons from this story. First, understand that just because an opportunity isn't visible right now doesn't mean it won't emerge. Often, the greatest opportunities are those that are not yet seen, awaiting our readiness to step forward and grasp them. Let this inspire you to pursue your dreams with an open heart and an eager mind, always ready to embrace the unexpected. Second, remember that preparation is your most reliable guide through the unknown. Just as in algebra, where we solve for x without knowing its value initially, life too demands that we prepare with both discipline and flexibility. Equip yourself, not just for the paths you anticipate, but for the unforeseen challenges that may arise. This readiness will turn potential obstacles into stepping stones towards greater achievements. Lastly, embrace failure as a necessary chapter in your success story. The true test is not in avoiding failure, but in how you respond to it. Each setback is a lesson, an opportunity to refine your strategy and strengthen your resolve. How you choose to move forward from these moments will shape your journey and define your legacy. Graduates, the journey ahead will undoubtedly present challenges, but with these principles, you are equipped to turn every opportunity into a stepping stone towards your success. Step boldly into your future, prepared for the unknown, resilient in the face of setbacks, and always eager to turn hidden opportunities into triumphs. Congratulations to the class of 2024!